all the way through so that you have balloons that are going up at different heights. Makes a wonderful look instead of the traditional pull it together into a little group. Instead, you have something that looks a little bit more thought out when you place them all the way around your big bow. Fun, inexpensive, very easy to do, can be done way, way ahead of time, and add your balloons at the last moment. Another very, very inexpensive way to do balloon weights is I've simply taken a little wedge of styrofoam. Styrofoam really grips, and I like to use it for this kind of centerpiece. And as you can see, I've started covering my mechanics with a little bit of this red pick that has Mylar on it. And the way that we make these little picks so that you can stick them right straight down into the styrofoam just by giving it a little push, really won't come out, is I use a pick machine. Pick machine is terrific. Does it so fast and easy. Certainly you can pull your little pieces of material together, put a dab of glue and hold them and try to make them stick to your cellophane, but this is so much better. It's a piece of equipment that just lasts forever. We have some little squares, and if you look carefully you'll see these little squares aren't even cut very well. It doesn't have to be, because once you scrunch them and stick them in the little pick, you can't even tell that they're not perfect. We go right to the middle, give it a little pinch, and on a pick machine you pull it forward. It gives me a little metal pick that pulls up, and when I push back, voila, I have a little metal pick now that actually has some serrated edges, so that it's real hard for it to pull out of the cellophane. So I've prepared a few of these ahead, and you want to cover all the way around because a centerpiece for a table really has to look beautiful from all sides. But for our balloon weights, I'm going to use my glue gun one more time. I'm going to create just a little bit of interest coming up out of the center and wait to hold my balloons. A little dab of glue right here, and just sort of off-center this a little bit. And another one right here. And I'm going to take another little dab of glue right here in the middle of my styrofoam and push my balloon weights down into there. And then we simply cover up all the rest of the styrofoam so it doesn't show. And we have a wonderful little weight that will hold down up to 3 foil balloons. Or if you super high float, remember, you can add latex balloons. Or you can simply add more weights or heavy weights, depending on how big the bouquet is going to be that you're placing on your centerpiece in the middle of the table. Check to make sure that all of your cellophane is covered and that you can see your cute little weights coming out of the middle. Perfect place to tie to. This one's super easy. Also can be done way, way ahead of time. If you want to, similar to the way we did the bow, you can tuck other weights into your little poofs. Very simple and easy to do. Okay? Now, let me show you another one that's fun. This could be either a centerpiece, or we might even use it. This looks familiar from earlier just as a single balloon, but we're going to add something a little bit more interesting to it. This is another one of the 260 balloons, the little latex balloons, and as you saw from earlier, when I blew it up, it would turn out straight. We're going to do something just a little bit different because I'm going to use this for maybe a spring party or a shower centerpiece. I'm going to take the tip of the 260Q balloon, hold it between my thumb and my finger, and I'm going to stretch and wrap this around my wrist so that now when I fill it, if you have a helper it's nice, but not absolutely necessary, it turns out curly instead of straight. Now we're just going to go over here and tie this right straight to our butterfly. I'm actually going to take the balloon itself and tie to the butterfly's neck. Let me hold it down here. The latex will kind of grip the foil balloon and keep it from getting away. There we go. And then we're going to take our little Control Plastics balloon weight, And I'm going to squeeze this down just a little and do the same thing. Again, remember, this is the 15-gram weight because it will hold down a 26-inch balloon better. We're going to tie it right on. I'm just going to add a little touch of ribbon down here once again so that we have ribbon at the top and ribbon at the bottom just to finish it a little bit. Curling ribbon is one of the most inexpensive ways for you to make your work look really finished and beautiful. You can manipulate this just a little bit by stretching it up and a little dab of ribbon down here at the bottom. Almost like your little butterflies flying up and away from the table. Isn't that fun? Adds a little rhythm and motion to your arrangements. Something that's just a little unexpected, using long 260Q balloons to attach your balloons with. You can also do the same thing with, say, smiley face weights, smiley face balloons at the top, a long one that is very straight, and your weight at the bottom. They dance, they kind of hop around the floor. Great for a dance floor. This one's fun. I also have a hot air balloon that I think you'll just love. And I'm not only using the Control Plastic balloon weights as a weight, I'm using it to decorate with. We have a little basket that I've prepared, and I have already tied 2 of my little smiley face control weights on there. I'm going to add a second one here simply by running curling ribbon down through the basket and then tying it right into place. Now, we have a 16-inch balloon that I've already blown up, and I've added a weight to the bottom of it, but I'm going to take that off here shortly. Right now, I'm just using it to hold my balloon in place so that I can take my pre-made 16-inch hot air balloon net and place it over the top. You should be able to buy the hot air nets from almost any balloon distributor. These are Qualitex 16-inch nets. This very same design can be done with a 40-inch balloon. Let's just flip this over the top. Just tie this right into place with all of my little strings in the middle. Not too tight because I want to tighten down my net as I make sure that everything is seated in place and is perfectly straight. One more. Now, I'm simply going to go in here and adjust all of my little strings so that it's seated properly, and then I'll be able to tie it very tight and cut off all this excess that's on the inside. As you can see on this side, this one is a little bit too loose, so I just need to pull that down, and once I get it to where I want it, then I'll be able to tie it real snug so it can't come loose at all. Now, just to secure it, I'm going to take the little strings on the inside. I'm just going to tie a quick knot and then cut off all the excess, just so that it can't slip through my ribbon.